Brian S. Okay, buddy, I got your radio fixed. We were waiting on that dimmer board. After I got the dimmer board in and installed it, the radio did the same damn thing. These three here would stay on no matter what. So I got to looking at the schematic and noticed that these two transistors control the two different parts of the display. This controls digits 1, 2, and 3. This one controls 4 and 5. Well, I replaced that transistor, still had the same problem, but I got to comparing it. See what happened originally, I had spares, okay? So I replaced it with one of my spares. Well, it turns out that even though they've got the same part number on them, the 43Z, there's a difference in components on the bottom. All right. So it wouldn't, that's why it would just dim a little bit, not all the way, when I had one of these in it. So I got to looking around and I found the schematic, and I started looking at this. It turns out, see that tiny little diode right there? It was totally missing off of your board. I didn't realize that until after I'd already replaced that transistor. Okay, I replaced that transistor, put it back in there, it did the same thing. So I said, So I got to comparing the boards, a stare and compare thing, and I saw that your board was missing that diode. Diode D1 on the schematic, that one right there. I don't know if it just didn't stick to the board before they soldered it, or it wasn't soldered good, or it got knocked off, or whatever, but it was missing. And guess what? After I put the diode in there, the damn thing works. It dims all the digits. Imagine that. Well, I mean, we wanted to do the mods to it anyway. I'm just sorry that it took me so long to figure out the problem. But like I said, I didn't suspect this because these were brand new. These were spares. And when I installed it, I showed you that it dimmed it a little bit. It didn't just dim half of it. It dimmed the whole thing, but it just didn't dim it enough. It turns out that these boards are, like for the old green ones, are totally different. Not totally different. They have different values of components in them than what the new 959B boards have. And that is because of that display board that's in the back there. It's different from the old ones because it has the transformer on there that works your starlight. Okay? So what I did on yours, all I had to do was install a new diode. Once I got the new diode installed, everything worked fine. These I have since modified to work with the Bs. That's one of the values I had to change right there to a 271, and I had to remove this one. Now, after I did that, I tried it out in your radio and it worked great. So my spares were not set up for the Bs, but they are now. But anyway, it's working great. And I've already showed you the power, so I won't go back over that again. But everything's working like it ought to. And here is your spare fuses for the 8203 that are in there. Okay, your 10-turn clarifier, you're going to love that thing. I even put your mic mic holder back on the side of the radio for you. But she's all done, and it's working. I can press the dimmer thing, and the whole thing goes out. And you can also turn it way down too. Now, the camera is picking it up, but it's very, very dim. Okay. The camera just happens to bring out the blue a little brighter than what it actually is. But she's all done. I'm going to get her boxed up, and it'll go out tomorrow. Brian, thanks for your patience. I sure hope you enjoy your new mods. And That little AD203 in there, you're going to love that. Okay, 7.3, buddy.